England. It's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in England. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal and just blew up there. And then, of course, is a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Early down stunts to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 44 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And so here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it. It gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, it wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they go backwards here. loses a yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner was giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Zadarius Smith able to run it down for a loss of a yard.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
David Montgomery.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the Packers' 35-yard line.
First carry now. This is Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Robinson.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14. Bears 3.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The ball carrier. Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Packers 14, Bears 3.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it with Jones. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bears will get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds his tight end, Graham.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
44-yard. Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and 8 coming up. Off the draw, here's Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Second down.
Coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 40 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
A pretty long drive that time.
11 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
1-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Jones with a carry on 1st down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Rodgers now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The keeper. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Aaron Jones put together a very nice first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Williams. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll run it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packers.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
On 2nd down, Williams. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw here. Man open, it's Goodwin. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
They'll look to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
That keeps the score. Packers.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On first down, Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. The pickup goes for 13. It sets him up 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On second down, it's Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Bears 16.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Mason Crosby.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
The pass. Khalil Mack in on the tackle.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 4 yards out. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Packers 20.
And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Jackson brought him down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Again, it's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive.
salt this one away. And it is good, and the lead will swell to 9. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dean Lowry able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Bears on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Darnell Mooney. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Right there, 54. 54. Reverse.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. I guess no need to force him when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
10 at the 21-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the... And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is down to 2. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again to Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The
Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
To this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.